Mm-hmm. What do we have here? What do we have here? We got our splash potion of weakness. Oh, we got an ice spear. And hello, my name is Second. We are playing FTB One, and we're about to convert a zombie villager. Now what we're doing out here in the snow, if you can tell by all the patchiness over here, is we're cutting down trees. I changed my mind about what kind of port I want to build and where I want to build it. So we're going to build it right here over by the base, mostly in this snowy area. We have a decently sized area. It's enough to get us started. And we're going to start by oxidizing a whole ton of copper. Alright, flatten some more land out. We've been collecting the copper. What I want to do while all of that is oxidizing, I want like a little staging area over here. Might make it look, I'm trying to make it look a little bit like a construction site. Okay, we got our kind of classic log pile over here. But this is modded. That's not all we want. I thought it would be cool to have like pallets. And I think the best way to do it is like this. And just keep the texture of the framed blocks, because I feel like this really looks like a palette. And I like it. Okay, pretty good. It gets a point across at least. The next thing that I think we want is like a trailer. Let's see what we have here. Now, one thing we do have to think about when we're making a trailer is that this is the first building, and we're kind of gonna be setting the scale with it. So we don't want to go too bananas here. How big a trailer would that be? Maybe we went out one more? Okay. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so first, whoops, that's not what we're trying to do. I guess we'll lay them all down first, and then we'll flip them up. That'll be a little easier. Now these are framed trapdoors. They're just like those, and we've seen the frame blocks before in this pack. We'll be able to select a texture for them. We didn't select a texture over there because they really look like palettes, those. But we're going to over here. And I feel like the trailer along the bottom should be kind of metallic. So like, what do we got for iron? Well, we got iron. We do have these metal trapdoors, which are actually pretty cool. But they're not really what we want. What if we had a little deep slate? Let's see. Yeah, the deep slate. Just like ran that around the bottom. Okay. And then I think we shift click to place these, to place these vertically. And that's just what we're gonna do, except we're gonna leave some room for a door in there. And we're gonna make the first layer here kind of dull, like this lime terracotta, like a dull color, I mean. Because up top is gonna be quite bright, is except where we have the windows, we're gonna use white concrete. All right, I got the basic structure of it. We're gonna detail it up first with, I think, one of these lead doors from supplementaries. The question is how these, not quite what I was looking for there. Question is, how do these work? They look cool. Can I just open them? No, they need a redstone signal, and I want something. They're cool, don't get me wrong. Uh, but I'm looking to open without a redstone signal. Now we have the frame doors, but those all have a really specific look to them. We got the new mangrove, maybe? We might just go with a cheap spruce door and see how that is. I guess that's okay. Now I want to detail it up some. Um, let's see, what do we have in this pack? I can't even remember. Um, we do have the clear item frames. So, oh no, we don't. I don't think I keep thinking we have quark in this, and we very much do not have quark in this. This pack hasn't been updated for 4 months. That's because 1.19 is still being worked on, but it does mean we're missing some things. Let's see, what about some light? We do have Simply Light, we have the Macaw's lights, we've got probably lamps from some of the other furniture mods, but these guys, I like these guys. Might look just about perfect if that wasn't a slab, which it is. But there's nothing stopping us from putting some of these on the inside. So that's cool. Now to continue to kind of spruce this area up, we got a couple of options. I keep forgetting we have re-chiseled. We've got a couple of things in here that look kind of like crates. Let's see if I can, actually those look nice. And let's do the same. Oh, those are that's slightly different style, but that's fine. But we could put like a couple here and there. A few more over here. Pop it down right there. And then we have some actual crates. So we're gonna, not the stripped birch, we're gonna make a couple stripped oak ones. Maybe one more set. And those are just making chests. That's not right. Let's, we need a crafting table out here anyway. Do we have one lying around? Backpack? Crafting table? No? 'Cause I think we have polymorph in the pack. No, we don't. Okay, the stripped oak crates it is. But these are like crates, like they have like an inventory and stuff. So it'd be cool to have a couple of these around. Now I want to start thinking about some of the buildings. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna build it out to here. Like from here straight across, because the pier itself is almost completely flat. We won't have it completely flat, but this will give us a guide. By the way, the kind of pictures, I'm looking at this Polish town, Gdansk. I don't know how it's pronounced, but it's got this wonderful pier with this huge medieval crane and some great buildings. So we're going to be taking heavy inspiration from that. What are the buildings though next to the crane I really like, but they're also perfectly in line. And that always looks weird in Minecraft. So we're gonna see if we can't figure out how small we can get away with these being and still have all the detail we want. So I'm just gonna lay out a couple of colors here. These won't be the colors of the builds, but kind of they'll give us a sense of where we want to put this first set of buildings. Okay, so snow aside, this is kind of what we're going to be looking at for the facades of the first five. Now these are all going to be relatively short, and they're going to share a wall with a building behind them that's going to be on a street. Okay, this is looking like our first block, at least, just bare shells. Now there's going to be other buildings directly behind these, like with no block of separation that I think are in the original I'm kind of working on are or at least were once part of the buildings behind them, but we're going to have them mostly separate. And like some of these are kind of small, but that's okay. We'll make them like restaurants or little shops or something, and we'll have stuff in front of them. It's going to be a whole thing. Now there's just the shell of the first rear building, and it's actually not a lot of this is going to end up being visible. We're going to trim this up quite a bit, but that's the kind of scale that we'll be going for. A little shorter, a little taller, but that's about the top size of almost all the buildings in town. Okay, so now that we got this much, let's trim it up, get an idea what we have to work with. We're gonna want an awning in front here, and we're gonna use some brown and white. So let's make ourselves a good amount of these. Okay, that'll get us 16. Now let's see. Like so. Yeah, they're really only come out by one, don't they? I mean, that's okay. I was kind of hoping for something that worked the way the roofs did on the swimming pool, but doesn't look like we're gonna get that with these. Still, that'll be fine for the front there. Here is gonna be another story. First thing we're gonna want to do is like kind of define this porch. So we've still got some of this azalea. I think that's gonna work just fine. Now, what we want is a kind of an awning coming down. So let's see what our options are. We can certainly use spruce trapdoors. We got a couple of them. Make some more. Now I think it would be good to mix in some dark oak. So let's see what we have. Yeah, we got a couple of slabs. That's fine. And we got some planks. Let's look at Macaw's trapdoors. So what we would like is the cottage trapdoor. And we'll need some more spruce trapdoors for those. And then we'll need some paper. There we go. And now we should be able to craft them right up. So this will be the same model as the spruce trapdoors, but we'll have we'll have them match the dark oak texture. Okay. Next thing we want to think about is windows here, and we're gonna be using macaws. Great mod. What we want to do is we'll start out just regular dark oak windows, right? So we'll need a bunch of these, and we'll also need a bunch of these. Okay, so we can put all those back in there. Get ourselves a stack of those. And these are great if you've never seen them. Highly recommend. What are we missing? Oh, we're missing missing all this. Let's get it going on. Okay. So what we're gonna do is right here, we're just gonna put these down. They form a nice connected texture, and they work just like doors. They'll open based on the direction you put them down in. So we actually want these down the other way, open out like so. Now we've also got these grill windows, and they work the same way. Put them down like so, and you can do these more than two. They stretch up quite a bit. They didn't quite go with the decor of the house that we were trying to do, so that's why we didn't use them in the original build, but we're sure gonna use them now because they're perfect for this. Now the cause also adds parapets, and we might have used these here and there in the build. We're gonna have a few of these here and there where we don't really have room for much else. So these do take up the this whole block. Like we can't put anything else in there once we got the parapets there. But you know, that's okay for where we want it. Like we couldn't put it here, for instance. But we could absolutely put them up here. And I think we probably will. Now I just made a bunch of trap the the same idea, the patterns, but they're this skin, so that we can make ourselves some dark oak versions of the tropical trapdoors, because in some spots I'm gonna want to have like a shutters effect, but I don't want it to like overwhelm and completely obscure the white behind it. I just want this to accent it, right? Okay, all the same orientation except for one. Let's there we go. Okay, with that, I think we can officially get rid of these here. They're a little thick. What about these? Yeah, I think those are okay. And some flipping around and stuff later, and we're starting to look like something. We're gonna do good old-fashioned flower boxes right here. We got these flower boxes from supplementaries. I don't know if I've shown these in the pack yet. Do we have any big flower? Let's go home and grab some roses. Our whirly sprig should be making them for us. Yeah, very good. Now we'll run back. And I think you can put like any flower in here, but I think the roses look pretty good right there. And supplementaries also adds these hanging signs, which we're gonna, what do we need? Planks. We need planks. We need planks, and we need iron nuggets. I must have used them all making something. Let's see. A bunch of planks. There we go. Okay, 2 of these. Now let's try see if we can put it right there, hanging. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Now, can we put stuff on here? Wonderful. Awesome. Okay, we can put it like this too, right? No, not really. Well, what if we shift click? Can we shift click it on here so that it's like, no, it's hanging only. That's fine, really. Um, so those are really cool. And of course, they've got the, boom, swing back and forth. Whoa, supplementaries is awesome. Okay, so we've gotten an awful lot done today. We're starting to figure out what the town's going to look like. Now, I'm going to finish off this block, and then we'll see what's next. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.